Hi, I'm Karli Chayne, and you're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport, and you're in the right place. The Right Place with Kevin Sport is sponsored by Frederick's Outdoor. Own the outdoors. That sauce. No matter what you're cooking, that sauce makes it better. Murray County Visitors Bureau. Experience Murray. Conecuh Sausage. Get your grill on. Mossy Pond Retrievers. Train them up right. Variety Records. Spin vinyl. Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport. Welcome back to The Right Place. Well, today I'm here at the Athenaeum School for Girls, which by the way is a National Historic Landmark. So next time you're here in Murray County, Columbia, Tennessee, you should drop by this place. And it's very fitting that we're here today because of the guests that we have to introduce you to. Now, if you go downtown Nashville on any given night, of course you're going to see the Ryman Auditorium, Country Music Hall of Fame, but if you walk down Broadway, you're going to hear a lot of great talent. So whether they're playing for tips or they're legends, they all have one thing in common. They started with 3 chords and a dream. And Karli Chayne did the same thing. At 2 years old, she started performing and her whole family moved here to Nashville. And we have the pleasure of introducing her to you today. Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport. Welcome back to The Right Place. It is my pleasure to have Karli Chayne on our show today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, young lady, for being here.
Of course.
I take a lot of pride in bringing on folks that I know you've been doing this a while, obviously, but
For a while.
I like finding new talent.
Thanks.
And the other night when I was at Douglas Corner Cafe, I say the other night was a week or so ago, something like that. You were doing probably one of several showcases, and I was blown away.
Thank you.
Very talented young
very much.
lady, and your sister too. I don't want to leave it.
Yeah,
Abby.
she's great. Abby
Yeah.
Grace.
Yeah, she's good.
She is.
Love your music and all that, and we'll get into all that as we talk. But I want to start with where your journey started. Tell us where you're from and what led you to Nashville, Tennessee.
All right, well, I'm from a small town in Missouri. I call it Misery, but I mean, it's not all that.
Missouri.
Yeah. And I grew up singing with my family in a small Opry show called the Truman Lake Opry. It was in Tightwad, Missouri.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the only thing there was a bank called Tightwad Bank and our opera show.
Okay.
But we had the same crowd pretty much every Saturday, and it was great. So I started singing on there when I was 2 years old, my family.
How about that?
Yeah, my little sister turned 2. She started singing with us, and my cousin was singing with us. We were called the Little Chicks.
The Little Chicks?
Yeah, we were very famous in Missouri.
I love that.
Yeah, and then I went to the studio for the first time when I was 4 and just fell in love with it.
Okay.
So it's the only thing I know and the only thing I want to do.
Wow.
And then I picked up a guitar when I was about 12 years old and decided that I would write songs. So I wrote my first song the night that I learned 3 chords from my dad.
Okay.
And decided to play it at my school talent show in middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I played it and I won. So I was like, okay, I think I can do this.
And they say 3 chords and the truth, and it worked pretty well for you.
Yep, that's for sure. So I just never stopped, and I absolutely love it.
Okay.
And I moved here to Tennessee 4 years ago. My family came along. My sister still sings with me. She plays mandolin, and I'm enjoying the ride. It's been great.
Well, you just touched on a lot of things we'll talk about in more detail then. I think it's interesting anytime someone starts so young, because the journey for you is obviously different than someone who might have started, you know, on up, teenage, because that happens to some people too, where they realize, hey, I'm called to be in this business, and they feel it that strong. But for you,
2 years old and being in a family and having that a part of your life, it's almost like a different dynamic. It's almost like
It is. It's like in my blood. It's like the only thing I know, sort of thing.
Was there ever a moment of doubt so far for you, ever?
No, not really.
Okay.
I've just always been so passionate about it, and it's really the only thing that I really, really want and like have to have. So it's just like, I just love it. I have so much fun doing it, and I can't imagine anything else.
It shows when you're on stage.
Thank you.
That's really evident. And you have a great voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. Tell me about that. Okay, since you started so young, it's almost like everybody goes through the same growth process. You just started yours at a lot younger age than someone
I just
else.
had learned to talk, and then I started singing.
Right.
Yeah.
How would you describe yourself right now today to everyone who's watching? Your music.
My music.
Yes, if you were asked, and I know everybody hates this, but you know how people are. They'll come up and say, "Well, what kind of music do you sing? Or what's your sound
get
like?
asked
Or
that all the
what?"
time.
You know, how would you describe it?
Well, my sound, I grew up listening to Shania Twain and the Dixie Chicks and Reba
Oh, good.
and Martina, and just like, but also the Beatles. So I'm just like,
Cool.
I'm a mix. I have a little bit of like an edge to myself, but I like traditional country, a more Americana type feel. So but I would have to say, like, lately, if you put like the Little Big Town Band together and Miranda Lambert and Carrie Underwood, if they all had a baby, it'd be me.
That's priceless. You know what? Now that you say that, I might have to agree with you. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Thanks.
I walk around with a smile saying I'm glad to know ya. Throw me in a Sunday dress and I'll sing hallelujah. But I'm always wearing my long fringe jacket 'cause it's a cold, cruel world. I dream of 68 Chevelles and candy apple red. I hit 90 miles an hour with a foot made of lead. Hey, you might not know it yet, but I'm a good, bad girl. I'm never what you expect. No, I'm not like anyone that you have ever met. A train wreck and ribbons and curls. Someday you're gonna want a good, bad girl. A good, bad girl. I like to light things up in every single way. I put on what I'm feeling every single day. I'm feeling a band t-shirt and a short black skirt. All clubs on every corner, dancing late into the night. Sneak into a concert 'cause we can't pay the price. But Sunday morning we're praying in church. A good, bad girl. I'm never what you expect. No, I'm not like anyone that you have ever met. A train wreck and ribbons and curls. Someday you're gonna want a good, bad girl. I can be a danger to ya. The respect's your mama. Oh, I sneak up on ya, but I don't do drama. I'm never what you expect. No, very much.
You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
That sauce is great on everything, and we had people put it to the test.
So good.
Delicious.
It's good.
It's good. Really good.
That sauce, you can be a dad head too. Ask for that sauce at your local retailer.
Meanwhile, down at the farm.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the Fredericks Experience.
You know, Mahindra is the #1 selling tractor in the world.
Honey, these Mahindras are fabulous.
Demo a unit, sir?
Barb, you want to go?
Now you go ahead.
And as always, free delivery. Fredericks Outdoor Water.
Here's your Fredericks Outdoor Apparel. It'll get you into all the concerts for free.
Don't forget your puppy.
Fredericks Outdoor. Make your purchase an experience.
And now back to The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Welcome back to The Right Place. I'm Kevin Sport. You know, today I've been talking with Karli Chayne, who started performing at the ripe old age of 2 years old. Packed up and with 3 chords and a dream, moved to Nashville, Tennessee. And now at 19 years old, she's found out the secret to performing is just being yourself. Having a chance to see you do your showcase the other night for me, let me, like everyone else there, see your personality through your music, you know, and you're showing different sides of yourself.
Yeah.
And it was clear to me anyway that you knew who you were right now today.
I do, you know, and honestly, it takes a while
Sure.
to finally find your sound and who you are. But this past year, I definitely have, and I'm very excited about it. I like each song that I sing to have a different feel and a different meaning. And maybe one song I could make someone very inspired or cry, and then the next song make them laugh.
Yeah,
That's what I try
absolutely.
to do.
Yeah, and entertain them along the way.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you could probably give some advice to people your age too, because I think that's something that they don't understand.
Right.
I mean, you've been doing this since you were 2, 3, 4 years old. So you do get it, but that part may be the hardest part to get, and that's the part that, hey, I can sing, but I don't know who I am, and it's a process. And you've already kind of been through that process.
Yeah, well, I definitely had to learn that, because when I moved here, I was 15 and I thought I knew.
Right.
You know, but I had no idea. I've learned a lot since then.
Don't you know we were born to speak up, speak out? Our voices make us who we are. Always better to say a little too much than not enough. Shed a little light into the dark. Hey, hey, fill your lungs up with air. Hey, hey, sometimes it feels like there's 1,000 miles between your heart and your mouth. We keep so much bottled up without a sound. I don't know why we're so afraid to say what we want to say. All our words go to waste. What a shame. We play the quiet game. Quiet game. We like to take the easy road, shut off, shut down. It ends up beating us alive. Everywhere that you go, you wanna scream out. Can't seem to fall asleep at night. Hey, hey, fill your lungs up with air. Hey, hey, sometimes it feels like there's 1,000 miles between your heart and your the quiet game. Quiet game. Ooh, before you get where you're going. Ooh, better make sure they know it. Ooh, before that train gets rolling. Ooh, sometimes it feels like there's 1,000 miles between your heart and your mouth. We keep so much bottled up without a sound. I don't know why we're so afraid to say what we want to say. All our words go to waste, what a shame. All our words go to waste, what a shame. We play the quiet game. Quiet game. Quiet game. Quiet game. Thank you.
Do you feel like you have sacrificed a normal teenage?
I know what you mean.
You know, I hesitated to use the word childhood or something like that. I was really trying to search for a different word to use. But has the normalcy of your life, as you know it, do you feel like you've sacrificed in comparison to someone who didn't choose this path?
Right. Well, along the way, I mean, yes. So, because when I first moved here, I always grew up playing sports as well as basketball player, softball player. Absolutely love it. I'm very competitive.
That's a good thing.
When I moved here, I actually tried out for the basketball team, and I was, pretty excited about it. And I made it, so I was going to do it. But I sacrificed that to work on music full time.
Mm-hmm.
And not be as involved in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, there is sacrifices you have to make, but
Did you miss
I don't
prom?
I don't regret it. No, I didn't miss prom.
Okay. At least you
That was-
made your prom.
Yeah, I got to go to 2 proms, so that was pretty good. Yeah, so I didn't have to miss out on too much. My parents were really good about, making sure I didn't miss out on all that.
Yeah, I want to touch on that for a second too. I've had the chance to meet your mom and dad briefly, and I know from personal experience it takes a strong family, friend, relationships, support group, whatever phrase you want to use. They seem like outstanding people.
They really are.
So was this like an all-in situation where they just decided, okay, we're going to do this? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys made the decision to move to Nashville after going back and forth for a while, right?
Right. I'm really good friends with Ronnie McDowell and his family.
Okay.
So they actually performed on our Opry show in Missouri a lot. So I've known him since I was 3. And I gave him my music before, like when I was 13.
All right.
And he had a listen. He was like, you know what? You got something. And I was like, okay. And so his son, Ronnie McDowell Jr., started working with me.
Okay.
He told me to come to his studio and got to record my first full album with all originals.
Oh, wow.
And ever since I was 10, I knew I wanted to live in Nashville, but coming here, I fell in love with it, and I was like, I gotta be here.
Yeah.
So luckily, I talked my parents into applying for jobs close by.
How convenient.
And I know. And my dad ended up getting a job in Hendersonville as a police officer. So
Well,
it
I'm
was
glad
an
you
all-in
told me
thing.
that. You know, I didn't know that. We better behave around here.
Very careful.
That's right, better be careful. I think that's a great story, and it's, I mean, to some folks, they'll be like, man, you know, they just up and moved. I mean,
They did. Yeah, my little brother reminds me a lot. Yeah.
You drugged me to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep.
You know, this place is special, though.
It is. I love it.
It truly is. It's hard to put into words a lot for people who've never lived to Nashville or Middle Tennessee. Or,
Exactly. You know, I wouldn't be who I am now. I wouldn't know my sound if I hadn't moved here.
That's well put.
So.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Sport, letting you know that you can be a good sport too. Just go to our website at therightplacewithkevinsport.com and check out our merch. We've got t-shirts, we've got hats, we've got mugs, and especially the music. Remember, you can check out all this and more at therightplacewithkevinsport.com.
You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Hey everybody, this is The Right Place with Kevin Sport at The Right Place right here in Columbia, Tennessee at Variety Records. Go check out Variety Records at varietyrecords.com. And next time you're here in Columbia, Tennessee, you gotta come to this store. Check out your favorite album, past, present, and in the now, because I'm telling you, vinyl is back. Hi, I'm Kevin Sport, and on October 31st at Frederick's Outdoor in Decatur, Alabama, we will be sharing the stage with legendary group Shenandoah, their Reloaded tour with lead singer Marty Rabin. That's October 31st, Frederick's Outdoor, Decatur, Alabama. And you can find out more information by visiting fredericksoutdoor.com.
Hey, I'm Kevin Sport, and if you want to be in the right place, visit our website, therightplacewithkevinsport.com, also at facebook.com/therightplacewithkevinsport. You can find us on Twitter at therightplacetv, and also on Instagram with yours truly, just Kevin Sport. And remember, when you're following your dream, your God-given dream, well, you're always in the right place. And now, back to The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Well, today we've been talking with Miss Karli Chayne, and she's been following her dream from day one. Now here's my Southern singer-songwriter friend, Hound Brown.
Lord, have mercy, mercy please on me. It's hard, hard work chasing your dream. I'm doing one small step at the time. It's inspiring, tiring, requiring every bit of my time. I'm listening intently, day and night I do pray. The small voice, it does guide me, at least most of the way. I doubt I can do it, refuse to fail at my task. I've been blind, seen visions, been lost to be found. I take comfort in knowing I'm overflowing with faith. I run out at least once daily to discover your ways. Mysterious and faithful, they are tried, they are true. I believe big dreams take small steps between me and you. I've traveled enough, far enough I can see this poetry in motion, this divinity. Learn each step taken, I see evermore. Dreaming's a silent prayer whispered, rowing for the shore.
Plowology with Hound Brown is brought to you by Frederick's Outdoor.
Can you remember what you were doing at 19, let alone figured out what you were going to do with your life? Well, we've enjoyed talking with Karli Chayne today, and she knows what she's doing, and her passion is just contagious. Have you been itching to follow a dream? I hope you'll take that first step, because when you're following your dream, your God-given dream, you're always in the right place.
girl going bad.